Let me tell you what, man. That mustache is on fleek.
I haven't heard that word in a long time.
I
kind of, I've always wanted to really do a good mustache because my dad had a mustache. Now,
he did have a mustache, yeah.
He did have a mustache. Now, granted, he lived through like the 60s and 70s when it was okay to have a mustache. And I don't have to work this week, which is why I went for the mustache. I realized youth directors have the opposite problem of firefighters, right? Firefighters can't have a beard because the facial hair will get in the way of the mask. Cool. Yeah, and there's no seal. Like, it's for work.
Right.
So if they want facial hair, they have to have a mustache.
A mustache. Yeah.
That's what they can have. Youth directors, opposite problem. When I have to work with kids, I can't have a mustache. It's too creepy. If I want facial hair, I have to have a beard.
It's so weird, and I don't understand it.
Well, you know who else has a mustache? There's a big inspiration, too. Mando. Mando has a mustache.
Yeah, which was hilarious in the Mandalorian when Ethan and Tyler were loud when he removed his mask and showed his face to the computer. It was like they're talking about, oh, it's so great that he's like, he doesn't ever show his face, but he still grooves his mustache.
Yeah. If the Mandalorian can have a mustache, I can have a mustache too. That's what I'm sticking with. Anyway,
you know who else has a mustache? Ron Swanson.
Ron Swanson.
And you know what? I said Ron Swanson first. And
you were going to say Riley's dad.
Huh?
Riley's dad.
Riley's dad does have a mustache.
I
had a mustache for a while.
Yeah,
Her name is Riley.
Her name is Riley.
My daughter's name is Riley. I totally forgot that. I was saying you had a mustache.
Yeah, I've got a mustache
Why
too.
You need one. Man.
Anyway.
Bing, bing.
There it goes. So do you want me to kick this off?
Yeah, man. Let's
do
this.
This. All you listeners out there in podcast land, we're coming to the end of 2020 here. And before our Christmas episode, we just wanted to pop in and talk with you guys for a little bit. Have a little chat.
We are very sorry that we were delayed. We're what?
We're like 3 weeks behind.
3 weeks behind? Are we 3 weeks behind?
Yeah, maybe. Well, because we were a week off, and then we released an episode, and then we had 2 weeks off. And we just had another Saturday go by, and an episode didn't come out. But we have now...
Parenting is hard.
Parenting is hard.
In working and parenting, it's time-consuming.
It takes a lot of effort.
Yeah.
But in the last couple days, with Christmas break rolling around, had some time to catch up. And so we are going to bless y'all with not one, not two, but 3 very special end-of-the-year, December-oriented episodes.
Sort of. One of them is definitely December-oriented. One of them is about as educational episode as we've ever done.
Yes.
And the other one is,
just for fun.
Good old-fashioned dad shoes.
Yeah, it's just some fun stuff. So we're not going to spoil what the topics are. Go read the titles of those episodes on your feed. They're all going to be there. We're releasing all of them right now. Like, they're all there. If you're listening to this, if you're watching this, they're out right now. Wherever you can find them. Don't make that face. They're out there.
Okay.
We're doing this all at once. Because I want to get these out here before the new year. So, but yeah, we one of the episodes is taking a look at some dads in media, dads portrayed in media, and we need a little bit of your help because we want to take a look at some of these dads, and so we want to hear from you what your favorite dads in media are, your favorite depictions of fatherhood. And we're not talking about like just your favorite shows that have a dad in it, like your favorite TV dads. So some examples from that episode: we had Uncle Phil from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Yep. We had Red Foreman from that '70s show, very very near and dear to my heart. But we're not going to spoil anything else in that episode. Go take a listen to that one. It will be after this Christmas episode that you're about to hear. But we want to take a look at this list and just kind of compare, contrast some of these dads in media. How are dads being portrayed in the media? I think it's interesting to look into.
It's definitely there's the 2 different tropes. There's like the dad, like everybody goes to for advice, the dad, right? And then there's the like King of Queens,
The Homer
goofy,
Simpson types, yeah.
the Homer Simpson type. Yeah, yeah. And I'm definitely excited to see what other people have. And it doesn't have to be inspirational. I don't necessarily want somebody to be only giving me inspirational things. Like for me, Uncle Phil, right? But the Homer Simpson. Give me all of the dad tropes and your feelings on the dad trope, because that's why we're here. We want to know.
That's gonna help us make our list and help us make our comparisons here.
Yeah,
So another project
absolutely.
we have, we don't want to keep you too long. Another project we have, this one is more personal to me and my wife. And actually tomorrow at approximately 11:30, we are going to be closing on our first house.
Dadgum, man. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Very exciting. The only problem is it's a total fixer-upper. It needs a lot of work. And so we have decided two things we're going to do while working on this. We're going to make a vlog about the process of fixing up this house. We watch a lot of fixer-upper. We love Chip and Joanna Gaines. We model ourselves after some of them, and we're really excited to take on this fixer-upper thing. We'll see how hard it really is, and we'll let you know along the way. The
I
other
don't think
thing,
you're doing quite that. I don't think you're gonna be quite that extensive, are you?
well, let's see. We're taking out a wall. There's
Wow,
definitely going to be
okay.
things that we're going to be paying other people to do. But
Yeah.
a lot of it we're going to do. The more we do, the less we have to pay for people. So that's the goal.
Hey, that is. I love it.
It's going to be
I love
fun. And
it.
it's going to be right here on this YouTube channel. If you're watching this on YouTube, the Dad Shoes YouTube, we'll be posting that in a separate playlist for you guys to watch. The other thing we're going to try out, this is just kind of for fun. My wife and I both love The Sims and
Yeah.
playing The Sims 4, and we're going to try and recreate our house in The Sims and see if we can get any design inspiration from building our house there.
I love it.
We got to get the measurements so we can make sure this is proportional. But we will be we'll be streaming that live on Twitch as well as posting some edited videos of that to YouTube as we play. So check it out
I
on
love
Twitch. It's on Twitch at Convod6. So you can find those there once we.
That's funny.
Yeah, so that's going to be our project. And John, you're kind of spearheading a project here as well.
So we'll actually talk about it in the Christmas episode that's about to follow. I am a huge fan of the Inheritance Cycle, the Aragon book series, and there's 4 books with like a 5th kind of follow up in the world, but not related, and maybe there's actually a 5th in the series coming up. But all that aside, I love the series. Connor, your wife is a fan.
She's a big fan.
Yeah, it is. That's actually, spoiler alert, one of my dads in media is in there. Actually, a couple, but it's I'd like to do a read through of the book, and I'm more of an audiobook guy because I can consume the audiobook, and especially a book that I've already physically read. I can go back and listen to it, and I get the whole topic, the whole thing, and I think I would love to do a read through with you, somebody who really. Well, you're halfway through the second book, right?
Yes, I have been going through the series. Really loved the first one. I mean, I think this is just an amazing story. I think there's so much potential, and I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes. And more than that, I really hope this gets another attempt at some kind of film adaptation, because the Aragon
I'm
movie.
sorry, did you say another?
Yes.
That implies it was a first.
Yeah, I know you do not acknowledge the first Aragon, and so I completely agree. That one is just hot garbage. It was not very good at all comparing it to the book. I tried going back and watching it again after reading the first book, and I couldn't do it. I had to turn it off, which I don't do very often.
That's funny.
So I'd really love to see another kind of live action film adaptation of this series, because I think it's really cool, and I think there's a lot of lore here to dig into.
You know what? If you are a Star Wars fan and you like the lore of the universe, or Harry Potter, or, well, Lord of the Rings is already completely fleshed out, so forget that one. You like kind of the what about this, and looking at different aspects of this world that this person created, this author created. The Inheritance Cycle, the world of Alagasia, is right up there. It's got, and I don't want to speak for him, but it looks like he pulled from the biggest, the most popular media, fantasy media, and just like blended it to make it his own. And I really love it. There's aspects you can see of different stories in the world, but it's such a good tale. I love it. Each book ends, but also flows into the next book. I really love it. From the whole series, there's only one that I can think of. I believe there's only one loose end that I don't have resolution on, and it's just me. I don't know. But anyways, I would like to do a read through, maybe chapter by chapter, maybe not. Probably chapter by chapter. I'd love to do that.
Podcast medium with books, chapter by chapter. We'll see. We'll talk about it.
It's easy to do. A chapter a week is everybody can read a chapter a week. Doesn't matter what it is, whether it's Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter. Chapter a week is easy. So,
I'll give you some of that, but reading's hard too. Anyway,
Lord of the Rings is dense.
Lord of the Rings, maybe not. I tried doing a chapter a week with Lord of the Rings, and I fell behind very quickly. Anyway, I think that's all that we have to share. If you are interested in any of those, please make sure that you subscribe to us on YouTube. You subscribe to us on wherever platform you listen to podcasts. We're on Spotify. We're on Apple Podcasts. We're on Google Podcasts. And I believe we're on, I think Amazon has a podcast platform now. We're there too.
Yeah, we're there.
We're there. So make sure you subscribe to us there, where we will be posting all of this stuff. And we are going to be back with new episodes of the Dad's Shoes podcast on January 16th, which is the third Saturday. So that'll give us a little bit of time to catch up, get our 2021 ducks in a row, and be ready for some new episodes for you too.